In this video, we will cover some real exam questions and sample answers at a proficiency level or C2 level of vocabulary. At the end of this video, you will also find some useful phrases and words that you can learn and use not only for this topic but for any other speaking topic on the test. This is good and perfect if you are aiming at band 8 or band 9. If you are aiming at lower bands on the test, please check out my other videos linked in the description below.
What's your favorite color?
I find gray with green undertone particularly alluring. In the natural light, it looks more green and blue than gray. It looks very light and airy and is a very soothing color.
What's the most popular color in your country?
I believe that green appeals to many people. It has strong associations with nature and it brings to mind the large greens of grass, trees and forests. This color is often described as refreshing and tranquil. Moreover, shades of green can put people at ease.
Do you think colors influence you?
I've noticed that colors can trigger emotions and thus have an impact on my mood. For example, I find blue particularly calming as it brings back memories about my childhood spent by the sea. On the other hand, orange has the power to perk me up and even energize me. It certainly does enhance the feeling of vitality and happiness.
Do you think colors are important?
I think the importance of color should not be underestimated. There is no denying the link between colors and our emotions. Even our language itself is full of idioms to reflect this link between our emotions and color. We are all familiar with them. Are you seeing red? Do you feel blue? Or are you green with envy? Or is your world black and white? Definitely, how colors have a profound impact on our mood and the way we feel.
Were colors important to you when you were a child?
As a child, I used to attach much more importance to colors than I do now. I also used to favor bright colors as opposed to muted shades that I'm drawn to nowadays. And I would insist on wearing neon orange from head to toe, and if I came up against any opposition, I would throw a tantrum.
What color clothes do you like to wear?
It's hard to steer me away from my beloved black. It's elegant, it's flattering, it's stylish. However, it doesn't garner attention. What it does is make me blend in and disappear in the crowd, which may not be exactly what you want to do during a networking event. So I do make a conscious effort to gradually transition from black into emerald green, blue, navy, especially for basics such as dresses and pants and blazers.
Do people in your country like to wear bright colors?
As for children, they love to be dressed in vibrant, even neon colors. Clashing patterns and garish prints are quite the norm for little ones. However, the older we get, the less adventurous we are with our clothing. Indeed, adults, regardless of the gender, prefer muted shades. I think this aversion of bright colors among adults has to do with the way we are brought up and with our desire to fit in, to skim under the radar, and not to be labeled as a freak.
What's the difference between men's and women's preference in color?
It's somewhat of a gray area, but in general, women might be more color conscious than men. They favor patterns and attention grabbing hues over men's mainstays such as gentleman's gray, burgundy, salamander, and teal.
What color would you never use in your home?
Even though black walls are in, I would most certainly steer clear of any dark colors, especially brown, black, or dark green. Even though dark hues can sometimes seem warm and cozy, they have the unwanted effect of making the room seem small or cave-like. Moreover, it may be very difficult to touch up or paint over these colors if you eventually decide that you want to lighten up again.
What color would you choose to paint the walls in your room?
I believe there is a strong case for a colorful room. For this reason, if I were to redecorate my apartment, I would hang blush pink wallpaper. It's high energy yet calming, and it gives off this romantic and soft vibe. Moreover, I think it makes the space look more radiant and even luminous.
What color of a car would you choose to buy?
Well, if you ask me, when it comes to cars, white and silver are the old standbys that never go out of fashion. I think it's also the best bet when it comes to resale value and how much depreciation the car will see over the years. Moreover, white hides swirl marks that result from automatic car wash, and thus the car in this color will look new longer. We will cover some words and phrases that can help you on the speaking part of the test, regardless of the topic. In this video, we will focus on proficiency words and phrases which are at C2 level and are perfect for those aiming at band 8 or band 9. If you're aiming for lower bands, please check out the description below and you will find the link for a suitable level. Alluring, attractive and exciting. For example, I don't find the prospect of a house without electricity very alluring. Or, she wore an alluring dress at the cocktail party. Or, you can say, I find the green color particular alluring. Tranquil, calm and peaceful, without noise, without worries. This is a tranquil valley, or the hotel is in a tranquil rural area, or she stayed at the tranquil surface of the water. Soothing, bringing you calm and peace. He found her words very soothing, or I put on some soothing music to put him at ease. And here is another good expression: to put somebody at ease, to feel at ease, or to be at ease. If you are at ease or if you feel at ease, you feel calm and relaxed and you can talk to somebody without feeling self-conscious and without feeling anxious. For example, it's important to feel at ease with your friends. If you put somebody at ease, you help them to feel at ease. For example, both men did nothing to put her at ease. There is no denying something. You can't deny something. For instance, there is no denying the link between colors and our mood. To have a profound impact on somebody, on something, means to have a significant impact, to have a great impact on somebody or something. For instance, you can say, colors have a profound impact on my mood. To come up against, to have to deal with a problem. For example, if you come up against any difficulties, please let me know and I will help you out. To steer, to make something move in a particular direction. For example, she tried to steer the discussion back to the original topic. Or they are trying to steer the country towards democracy. You can also use to steer clear of when you are trying to refer to a situation when you or somebody is trying to avoid something unpleasant or undesirable. For example, his parents hoped that he would steer clear of drugs. Or in her speech, she steered clear of controversial topics. To fit in, to feel that you belong to a particular group and are accepted by this group. For example, it's not surprised she is leaving. She never really fitted in. Conspicuous means something that attracts attention or is very noticeable. For example, her blue hair is very conspicuous. You can also use to look conspicuous. For example, he didn't want to look conspicuous. Garish. Garish means unpleasantly bright. A pair of garish pants. Aversion. Something or someone that causes a strong feeling of dislike. For example, she felt an instant aversion to his parents, or she has a deep aversion to getting up early in the morning, or greed is my pet aversion. And here, pet aversion means the thing I dislike most of all. To garner attention means to attract attention. For example, people dressed in grey do not garner attention. To blend in, to look or seem the same as surrounding people or things and therefore not easily noticeable. For example, we tried to blend into the crowd. Or they have adopted local customs and are trying to blend in with the local community. To make a conscious effort, to make an effort intentionally with a certain or particular outcome in mind. For example, we have to make a conscious effort to make time for people. Or we have to make a conscious effort to slow down and listen intentionally. To insist on doing something, to keep doing something even though it annoys other people and other people believe that it's not good for you. For example, he would insist on smoking. Or why do you insist on talking about it? From head to toe, to be completely covered in something. The dog was covered in mud from head to toe. To throw a fit, to throw a tantrum, to feel, experience, and show feeling of anger, usually suddenly. For example, we should get some food into these kids before they start throwing a tantrum. Or you can say, there is no need to throw a tantrum just because you didn't get what you want. Or she threw a fit when she found out that she had been passed over for promotion. Lush. A lush area is the one that has a lot of green and healthy forests, trees, and grass. For example, lush green valleys. Abundance refers to a situation in which there is plenty of something, there is no shortage. For example, you can say there was an abundance of food on the table, or this area has an abundance of lakes, rivers, and streams to fish in. Or you can say he has talent in abundance. To see red, to become angry suddenly. For example, the mere thought of the accident made her see red. To be green with envy, to wish that you had something that somebody else has. For example, when I heard about his new job, I turned green with envy. Or, if the people of my city could see these houses and flats, they would go green with envy. Black and white. The issue, the problem is black and white, or the issue, the problem is not black and white, meaning that the truth of this issue is not so easy to understand, is not clear cut. For instance, if you say, this issue is not black and white for me, it means that there are different aspects of this issue that needs to be studied in order to understand it comprehensively. Cantankerous, arguing and complaining a lot. He is getting cantankerous in his old age. To spark, to cause the start of something. For example, this proposal is likely to spark another countrywide debate about immigration. Or cool colors can spark feelings of sadness. Or the new interest rise is likely to spark problems for small businesses. Or the recent meeting of the G20 leaders has sparked off mass demonstrations. Under the radar or below the radar, ignored and not noticed by most people. For example, this boutique is under the radar, or the boutique specializes in trendy and under the radar brands, or their wedding ceremony was very much a below the radar affair. That's it for today. Remember, perseverance is the key to your IELTS success. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.